Okay, so in this step, we're going to finally model the panels, the infill panels. So for the top, I'm going to use glass, and for these two, I'm going to use simple plywood. In the section, I've made a small change. If you're not able to see a concrete hatch here, try changing your scale. And if that doesn't happen, just click the your lintel, right click, override graphics in view and by element. And here in the cut pattern background, you can go here and go to concrete. Okay. Uh, Click OK and try changing the scale. It ideally should show you the concrete hatch. Okay. So for modeling the panel, we're going to go to just let's say level 1. I'm going to make a reference plane somewhere here, but before that we go into component, model in place. I'm going to go into doors. Okay, I'm going to go call it panel. We're not really worried about how really the material is. We're just putting in the material value because it's anyway going to be a 2D sheet. So I'm here RP and I'll make a reference plane somewhere here. And from here, I'm going to extrude panels of certain thicknesses. So RP1, and I'm going to go to this side, or I can even go to section, which is great. Create, set, and then reference plane 1, standard procedure. Now, extrusion, I'll go to extrusion, and I'll make a rectangle. First of all, from this lip, I'm going to leave some space again because this is glass and we might need some rubber gasket or something for cushioning. So I'm going to make something like this. I'm going to just check this with how much thickness I've made. I'm going to make it a 12 mm glass. Okay. Instead of plaster, the material here is going to be frosted glass. Now, frosted glass is a translucent, grainy looking glass which offers privacy. So I'm going to choose this one, drag it into my current file library, and click OK. And that's all. Now let's see how this looks in the south elevation. Now if it looks like this, you can always pull it back and take it here. Okay, and in plan, it's looking like this. You will be able to see this because the plan is cut at a bottom level than where the glass is. But anyway, you can look at it in 3D and we have a panel here. We are still in the create component in place section. So I'm again going to go to section 1, create, set the plane and check if it's RP1, and then make 2 more rectangles by clicking on extrusion, rectangle, and then here I don't need cushioning. I can just select the top right because it's plywood and somewhere here. Okay, and another rectangle is going to go from this second rail or transom to the bottom rail. And I'm just going to check if this is 19 mm because we're modeling 19 mm ply, and this ideally should be 0. It's just, yeah. So aligned 19 mm ply. Here I'm going to go and model it as plywood and see what comes up. Plywood sheathing, no. Plywood maple finish grade, I'm just going to drag this here, varnished. And yeah, I'm going to go click OK and finish, and then go to south and see how this works. I'm just going to drag it to the end. Okay, and I think we're done modeling the panels here. And I exit the component in place window, and just to check in 3D, I have a fully functioning door. Now I know I told earlier it doesn't look like this is glass and this is steel, but just to look at a elevation for your 2D drawing, I think this works fine.